Warning, the following contains material that may be too disturbing to some people. Descriptions of violence, mature situations, and adult themes. This is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. I leapt headfirst into the black, searching for answers. I found only more questions. My memories fade with each step. I feel a weight. It's so heavy. I find nothing. And here in darkness, I awaken for the first time. My skin is on fire. My lungs ache for air. My body's too weak to stand. To fight back. The pain pierces every thought. Death would be a kindness that I do not deserve. Let me die broken.
Yeah, we had a patient eat a sock and we had to make him vomit, and he was also in.
Bruh.
Well, that's a great way to say it.
Oh God!
He made it 1 second. Good job,
I
guys.
wasn't paying attention. I'm so sorry.
That's
We're talking
great.
about dogs eating Orbeez.
Almost 3 minutes in.
1 second into the actual thing.
And that's why we
Yeah,
run.
that's the video. Gerlin has it on file.
What?
It earlier today, as soon as you started explaining, I went, I know exactly which video you're talking about.
Oh
That's
my
hilarious.
God, that bitch is just flying out.
Dang it.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, if you guys want to see what they're talking about, jump into the chaos on the Discord. It is free. If you're
There's very
watching,
much chaos.
if you're watching on YouTube, the link's in the description below. But for Twitch viewers, here it is in the Twitch chat for you. Oh my gosh, we're getting off to a good start today. I see we've got all the swears for you guys this game. Welcome to Broken, episode 56, where we're playing some sci-fi tabletop RPG weirdness for you guys today.
Eclipse phase. No, wait, wrong one.
The other sci-fi. Yes. Well, I hope you guys are all having a good week. I know a bunch of us have been having some rough weeks lately, but I'm hoping that Now that we're all here, we can just hang out and have a good time. So
Amen.
just run through the shout outs really quick, guys. Just a reminder, your murder hobo, your resident murder hobo needs NOS, needs that rocket fuel to defend the party. Here's the link. You can check it out.
We may
buymeacoffee.com
need it today.
/broken dank. Maybe one day he'll get wise and start, I'm not going to start that. I'm not going to start it again because the video where we talked about this got hit for like unreliable claims or something. So I'm just not going to talk about what I'm drinking for an energy drink now.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I know. Weird. What's that? It's that season, So it do be happening. But anyways, buymeacoffee.com broken dank nos.
Here.
You can also head over to twitter.com/sketching space and give Gerblin a follow for cool arts and things. There's the links for that. And if you want to check out the art for Cassidy Williams, this game's A-team character, you can head over to Instagram, TikTok, or coffee.com/aceofwandsdesigns or x.com/aceofwands01. Give Joanne a follow and say hi to her on Monday. Let's see. Am I missing anything? I feel like I'm missing something today.
Still the gonging.
Yeah. I mean, I can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. And yeah, there is still a gong going off from Monday's game, I guess. Okay. Well,
Darren forgot it
If
somewhere.
you don't get the joke, you should tune in on Mondays.
yes, you should tune in to Force of Flesh on Mondays, where things are going insane right now. We have one person dead. We have another who just pulled an entire encounter by himself on a different floor of the dungeon from the rest of the party.
Oh my god.
Ramblin',
Yeah.
I will be disappointed if he doesn't get turned into a goat.
I mean, he's asking for it, right? Like this is exactly the reason he got turned into a goat for 3 sessions before, when he broke into a certain keep by himself to assassinate a certain former military leader for the swords. But yeah, you'll have to tune in to one of those old sessions.
His defense this time, he was lost, but still.
Yeah. True. I mean, he was kind of lost. He was kind of just like, I'm just gonna keep going to try find the exit.
I mean, aren't we all lost in here?
I'm not.
Gerblin,
I
that is traumatizing.
You're welcome.
What the?
Oh God, I don't know if I want to look at the chaos right now.
The chaos is really popping off, you guys. All right. Well, on task. Let's do that thing where we have everyone introduce their characters, and then we'll talk about what happened last time. It might take us a second to catch up. It's been a few weeks, so we'll start off first, as always, with you, Dank. How's it going?
It's going really good, man. Like, I got an interview tomorrow for a job that's going to be paying way more than I had at my last job.
Awesome.
I've been looking forward to this session for like the last month. I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels like it's been a long time.
It does.
Yeah.
It does feel like it's been forever.
It indeed has.
We're going to do some things. Things are going to get done. People might die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
My name is Things. I'm going to be done.
You're pretty sure it's not going to be you that dies, because
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be me.
dropped a building on you and I couldn't kill you. So
Dang's gonna be the only one who makes it out of this.
yeah,
I don't know what you're
Again.
talking about. I'm invisible.
That's true. You rolled a really high stealth.
You're also holding my hand.
Yeah. we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Well, best of luck, everyone involved. Best of luck, everyone else, says Dank. Thank you, Dank. Up next, we've got Gerblin playing Enigma for you guys. Just the one this time around. How's it going,
For
Gerblin?
now.
For now.
I don't like you guys saying for now. But in fairness, I do kind of have I do have a built-in failsafe, though, I suppose, with Enigma and, the fact that multiple of them can exist at the same time. It's fine.
Yeah, if you just get
You
killed
also
off,
technically found another one of you.
yeah, yeah.
This is true.
If you get killed off, we just introduce your new character, Schmigma.
What the fuck?
Somehow mean guy comes in.
Do you realize how close that was to Schmegma?
Oh, you just had to say it, didn't you? Okay.
Not talking about it.
We're after 10 minutes. It's okay.
No. Okay, we are after. Yeah, we're 10 minutes, 30 seconds. We can have all the schmegma talk we want now,
No,
guys.
thank you.
Oh
No,
my
no,
God.
no. We're skipping that.
Absolutely not. I decline. I will leave.
I regret everything.
Adios, I'll be out of here.
It's been real, guys, but I gotta go now.
I've got
Everyone's
to
gotta get
see a
shit.
man about a dog.
Oh,
I heard
Lordy.
the Warby waterfall.
Oh, dear. But yeah. Other than the dog being a little chaotic in the background right now, I'm doing all right.
Right on. Good.
Yeah. We'll see what happens in this session and see who may or may not die. This should be fascinating.
Well, I hope so. We'll see. Thank you, Gerblin. Up next, we've got Caitlin playing Liz for you guys. The currently invisible Liz. How's it going?
Liz is pretty pumped and ready to go for this fight. She's been itching for one for a minute. Luckily enough, no one can see where she is right now, so she could be anywhere at any time.
The John Cena. Yes.
Hey,
Our
that's
sister
true,
knows where
though.
she's at.
For right now.
You're holding her hand.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure everything's going to be fine, guys. All right. Well, thank you, Caitlin. Yes, you are invisible. You do have the drop on them. There's only 20 people you need to take by surprise.
Look, you only
Hey,
need to take one person at a time by surprise.
That's true. All right.
all I need is Dank and a bomb, and I'm set.
We're going to win with the power of friendship and this bomb I found.
God.
Yes. Detonating a bomb on board the barge is a great idea.
Thank you, DM. I'm glad you approve.
Cool. Thank you, Caitlin.
Oh, what? Did we accidentally kill the cultist? Oh, no!
It's a win-win. Well, if you can survive a building falling on you, I'm sure you can survive a barge crashing.
I'd rather not crash the barge.
I mean, according to Darren's Harbinger, technically only Dank survived the first time.
Shush. Don't worry about that. Details.
Details.
Speaking of details,
We don't have a do-over this time.
We've got Maury playing Narcissa for you guys. How are you, Maury?
internally sweating. There's a lot of people we have to fight.
As you do. You could just let them scour the ship for whoever they're looking for and take him and be on their way.
Hell no. Nope.
No? Just a thought.
What is
Nah.
that is Plan D?
What?
And D.
Plan
For-
D.
for
Enigma
Dank.
dies in Plan D.
As in, we're dead.
God damn it.
Probably also
I
making
hate Plan D.
Probably also making Enigma sweats as the three of us are probably very visibly gearing for a fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Considering one of us has literally disappeared on them.
I still like that I made the guy that was worth the influence point.
Yeah, that was a very good use of an
Yes.
influence point. But in fairness, Enigma is also probably gearing up to fight these guys because I don't really want to go back to see what's his bucket, who's in charge of these assholes.
Silas?
Yeah.
What's his bucket?
Look, we only remember the important people.
Yeah,
To Enigma, he's not
Silas isn't
important.
Mr. Worldwide.
Not to Enigma.
Yeah, people. All right. Well, thank you, Maury. And last but not least, we've got Zach playing Disrupt for you guys. How are you, Zach?
I'm in danger.
As we all are.
I have absolutely no idea how this is going to go down, but we'll see.
Indeed, we will. Best of luck. Best of luck.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, I guess let me pull you guys back over to the screen here. Let's see. We was on the bridge, I think, right? That's where we left off.
Yes.
Should be, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Our block of NPCs.
Yes. Indeed. A block of NPCs.
Just a solid block.
Yeah. So if I recall, they basically boarded and they have like a leader, and old leader was like, "Hey, we're gonna search the ship. Basically, here's all my soldiers. Yeah, we're gonna go do that." Now, you guys had instructed. Let's see here. I got some notes. You guys had instructed Bahram to hide along
In the
with
sewers.
well, yeah, and like the air ducts or something. Yeah, like it was plumbing pipes, I think you're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Small.
Yeah, because even though it was smelly, they're least likely to find them there.
Yeah. Don't worry, they mostly come at night. Mostly. What is that? Oh, that's a light bulb flashing. Jesus Christ, it's gonna trigger my epilepsy. Let me scroll up. It is too distracting for me. You can see it in the chaos, guys. Yeah, you guys instructed Bahram to hide along with a robot that Epsilon was controlling, I think. You had also given Epsilon instructions to hinder them if possible. Nothing too direct or overt to basically get them on you, essentially. Get their attention on you.
Right.
And I think that's the gist of it. You've got some people in the bridge here with you.
Yeah, we got the the person I antagonize a lot.
Yeah,
Lyra.
she's here. Yeah, Lyra, yeah. Yeah, she is here.
Terminator and not Terminator.
Yeah, Strayu and Zleb.
We like them.
Captain Asara. The doctor. I forget what his name was. And another guy that was on the vessel with the team when they boarded your tram. All right. Well, I guess we'll pick up right where we left off. Then.
With the man tripping a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you made him stumble or something. Yeah. Sure. As we fade in, he stumbles, composes himself, looks back at his group of men, points at the front line, and then to the nearest door, to his right, as a group of them detaches from the rest and starts to move through towards the door. While they're moving towards the door, he's basically addressing the group of you and says, we're going to be breaking into teams, searching the ship, as I'm sure you'll understand. Can't exactly take your word for it. He pauses for a second and puts a hand to his ear. And he says, affirmative, go ahead. And then there's a slight pause for a few seconds, and he says, we'll also be performing a full scan. Look, just in case you have any hidden cargo, contraband, anything else that trips our system. He looks over towards Captain Asara, and he says, surely nothing against the law on board your vessel, And Asara nods and says, of course not. What are you guys doing?
Staying where I am, completely silent as of right now.
All right.
Narcissa would very obviously snigger at him tripping.
Yeah, he tries to play it off or whatever. The next, he points the next line and points the other direction as they step up and start moving your direction. Lyra steps back to get out of their way, as does Captain. Everybody kind of moves a bit closer to the main control systems here to kind of make room for them. Yeah, I mean, they move over to move past you guys to get to the door behind you.
So we glance at Dank to see what he wants to do.
I look at the 5 of them appraisingly. Nod, step slightly to the side. Advise them be careful. The ship's been on the fritz lately.
Yeah, you see 1 or 2 of them kind of like look you up and down, like sizing you up. Looking at the way you stand. Looking over the others, they don't see they don't seem to see Liz. As one of them steps forward, seemingly distracted, still hasn't moved out of the way. The guy in front shoulder checks you.
Yeah, fine.
Sorry. All right. And yeah, they move up to the door. These guys on the right side go through the door there and disappear into the corridor.
Narcissa would probably turn to Dank and be like, maybe they should learn some manners.
Well, you know what they say about men following orders.
Doesn't mean they have to be rude about it.
I know that is part of what they say.
Yeah, they ignore you. Like one or two of them probably hears you. They don't say anything. As they move through the door closes behind them. He points to the next few people and gestures to the door across the other side of the bridge. They start to move that way. And they will head through that door. The last line of guys, he says, all right, you five, you're with me. First, we'll look through the bridge, scan their systems, although I doubt they're hiding anything in here. A few strange readings coming from our vessel, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. And he says, go ahead and fan out, start searching any ventilation shafts you come across. Anything like that. As he gestures to a couple of them. One stays with him. The others kind of fan out in pairs. They're gonna start with, this section of the bridge. Probably these guys climb down here. I guess there might be like a stairwell here, and so these two guys go down there. They don't pester the people sitting at the equipment, but they're looking around. They walk around them, check under there's one guy like looks under the desk or something,
Oh my god.
They have their arms up, like their weapons readied, but they're not pointing them at anybody or anything. There might be like a vent or something. One of them might shine a light in to check. They look under the walkway that they just climbed down from. And then these two guys on the right do the same thing with this side. They're basically just like searching the bridge. Let's see how well they search this area, shall we? I'll give them an extra die. Say that they're helping each other. Let's see.
Do I need to make any rolls to stay out of the way while they're like scanning stuff?
I think so long as they're not paying attention to the group right now, you're okay.
Yeah, I mean they're not like they're not checking the area where you're standing right now, so you're probably fine.
Okay, fantastic. And as long as I move slowly, I should be fine as well too.
Yeah. While they're like searching around the bridge, do you guys do anything? There's some communication back and forth, like, they're probably all wearing like some kind of communications equipment, maybe equivalent to like a stab tracker or something, where they can like have a radio where they can talk to each other. But yeah, I mean, if there is the if you want to take an opportunity to talk to their guy or like their leader, or I don't know, if you wanted to spring an attack on these 5 or something, I'm just giving you the opportunity to do so. The
Dank is doing a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. To begin hampering the guardsmen searching through the ship and see about scanning the ship they boarded us from to determine how many people are on it, what defenses they have. Okay. I guess I can have Epsilon do that. Let me see here. Epsilon. I guess speak for ship to determine how many people are on it, what the defenses they have. Yeah, so we get a shot of we see you like pulling up communication on your stab tracker or something, typing a message to Epsilon to do it quietly or whatever. We get a shot where it cuts away to like a group of the guys walking into like a set of corridors, and like a automatic machine door opens, and they step into this corridor that's well lit, and as soon as they step in, the lights cut off. One of them, we hear one of them like talking through his radio is like, this section seems to have a power issue. Anything going on up there in the bridge? And then we hear this guy saying back to the people, to his guys in the room, hey, are they messing with anything on the equipment there? It looks like they lost power in a corridor. And of course, these people at the computers shrug, and the guys that are searching that area are like, walk over to their machines to look at them. And
of course, these poor guys haven't messed with nothing.
Yeah, and so they take a look at the screens that they're looking at and stuff. And they're like, no, they don't seem to have done anything. Few strange readings. And then it cuts back to the guys in the hallway.
Can Narcissa quip real quick? Are your men scared of the dark, sir?
He chuckles and says, no, of course not. We came prepared. We see the guys in the hallway like turn on a light on their, like activate a light attachment on their gun or something. On their death spitters. And continue moving. It does hamper them. Like it's going to take them longer. They're going to be easier to sneak up on. That kind of thing. It's easier to hide from them in the dark. But they have lights and stuff. Go ahead. Were you going to say something?
I'd say this is the part where we'd send Liz after them.
Yeah, it is an option.
This is the part where we have the computer start sucking air from rooms.
Ooh.
Now that is a good idea.
Thank you. I got it from a different campaign I ran.
Yeah, heck off with that. Because you did that to me specifically. Giving
Gervlin PTSD over here.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a skosh.
Just a smidge. It's fine. We made it out.
They might not, but you guys did.
So I suppose before anyone makes any moves, what are we allowing them to do and what are we not allowing them to do?
I assume find what they want to find is something we're not allowing them to do.
I'm going to spend an influence point and re-roll those once.
All right.
Our goal is to allow them to search the ship, but not find her.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
So that way things look normal, and in that way
They can just leave.
there are as few deaths as possible.
And in the process, if we give them hell, well, can't exactly complain.
Exactly.
Yeah, you get a message from Epsilon, Dank. He says, there's a small contingent still on their craft. Probably 5 to 7.
Okay.
I've managed to isolate Bahram's bio signal, basically, I guess, biodetect signal, to hide it from them, basically, is what he's saying. To hide it from their scans. He says, if they have enough time, they might be able to see through what I'm doing.
Could we swap the biosignal they're looking for with a different one?
Perhaps. It would be tricky. Did you have someone in mind? Because I would have to use somebody on the network, basically, is what he says.
One of the
Really?
cultists?
Yeah, that'd be funny as hell. Shit, what was that called name?
I was about to say that would probably be the best.
Whoa, wait. I just
Vinny.
completely... What's happening? I'm sorry?
We're going to attempt to switch Bahram's biosignature with somebody else's, so that way they think they find her.
But they actually just find Vinny the cultist.
A genius.
Yeah, I think those guys were like locked up in a brig or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The few that survived.
So that would make it really easy for Epsilon to get access to them.
Yeah. Epsilon says, I can try. Basically, you see in text, I can try. However, if I fail, they'll detect the intrusion.
I believe in you. You've got this.
So he'll make a contested check.
Is there a way I can help with that?
Ooh.
Be difficult. I mean, we're all kind of being looked at by them, so doing anything that would be overt would be incredibly hard for you to do.
Epsilon says there may be a way, but you won't like it.
Okay, what's the suggestion?
If you can get me a hardwire connection on board their vessel.
Well,
Anybody need a bathroom break?
I mean, we could send Liz.
We could send Liz. I also don't mind making an attempt. Liz would have to go a lot slower about it, just kind of based on how her stealth armor works. She might be a little slower about it than I could be if I just made a stealth roll.
That's true.
That is
Question?
true.
Or you two could go together.
How are we carrying the line there? Because I think I've got something that could slip into a few small places.
What do you mean?
And I mean, I kind of, my little friend. If he's just got to carry a cable, I think that he should be pretty easy to slip through.
That's an option. Well, whatever we're doing, we got to do it fast.
I can go ahead and roll my special roll because I have to do a special roll to even like get my thing to work.
Yeah.
It has been a while. Give me just a moment to look up
As
how
long
that
as you
works
don't
again.
roll a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't remember how many extra specials I have because I've got 2 journal pages, so I think that means 4 dice.
Nice.
Okay.
I think.
It's either 4 or 3.
Let me go ahead and look at the thing just on the off chance.
Sure thing.
I don't want to
All
be.
right. So just to make sure I'm
cheating.
understanding things, we're wanting to smuggle a cord into the
Their actual ship, yeah.
their actual ship.
Basically, it can be anything that Epsilon is connected to. It could be as simple as like taking your stab tracker on board their ship and connecting it to their
It is
computer.
3. Okay.
And we're wanting
We just need to hard link him to it.
Yeah.
We're effectively wanting Epsilon to fuck with their shit. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the idea. The idea is that he's going to try anyway, but if you can get him a hardline connection, it might make it easier. Like basically he can bypass their like security protocols or whatever, avoid being detected if he, kind of thing.
Right.
Darn, I did roll a 1.
What does that mean, Des?
It means I fail, I go down 1 body step. I
Ugh.
basically like cough up black blood.
Oof. So yeah, so you try to summon the nightmare, and unfortunately, it's not listening right now.
Yeah. Well, I suppose I'm a bit out of the running then. Sorry.
That's fine. I can go. And that leaves Liz here in case we need someone invisible here. Gives you
Right.
more options.
Or she can go with you and have your back.
Either way, whatever you think's going to be best.
Liz?
She is going to whisper, there is 7 of them there versus 1 of you. We have a better chance if the both of us go.
All right, let's get moving then.
All right. So you're gonna. So theoretically, you got to go out this door. So my question, I guess, is how are you sneaking by these guys who are standing right here? You got to walk right by, basically, within 5-10 feet. There's not really any cover on this platform that I can see, but I guess you could, if you could climb down and then maybe come up behind them, or you could have somebody like keep them distracted, talk to these guys while they're standing here, and keep them distracted, and you can just kind of like walk by.
I
What's the
figured
point of
somebody
weapons?
would keep them distracted.
What do you say, Dank?
Talking, I can at least do that.
What's the enemy captain guy's name?
Let's see. Did I give him a name?
I don't think so.
I thought I had, but I can't.
He's not important enough to have a name. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, he works for the Arcu. He's doing like customs type shit.
Yeah, let's see. I'll generate a name at random for him. Yeah, he's wearing I'll actually make a perception roll, observation roll.
Oh no, I'm re-rolling that.
Oh
Hey,
no!
you spend an influence point to reroll your critical failure.
Yeah, Jesus. Let's try that again.
Savvy success. All right, so he's wearing a name tag, on his uniform or whatever. That says here, let me paste this.
Please let it be something memeable.
Well, I'll generate a name at random. So basically, it's like Staff Sergeant Ikadao Srosum.
Oh,
Ikadao.
man. His last name.
Ikadao.
It's a very RQ sounding name.
I just thought of a really stupid insult that is really dumb.
What? What's that?
What Staff Sergeant Ikadu Scrota?
All right.
That's
It
gonna
would be
be his
hilarious.
nickname for Liz
Oh my
when
God, it
she's
would be-
not invisible.
It would be so funny if somebody were to spend an influence point to make his name tag read his last name as Scrotum.
My God, I might just waste one for that.
I have enough that I'm willing to waste one for that. Let's do it.
All right.
Oh goodness.
I'm a genius.
I'll allow it. That's fine. His last name is now actually Scrotum. Good job. Good
No,
job.
no, no.
You're
His last
welcome.
name is it's still Strawson, but his name tag says Scrotum.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. That's fine too, I guess.
Prank gone wrong.
Prank gone wrong.
Somebody in the signage department doesn't like him.
Yeah, there was somebody who's in charge of printing off his gear or whatever from the 3D printer, and yeah, they've got a grudge against him for some reason. And so yeah.
And he doesn't even notice.
Yeah, he hasn't noticed, yeah.
This is great. I look him up and down and was like, well, Staff Sergeant, I look pointedly at his name tag. Scrotum, is it?
Yeah, he looks he turns to look at you. He looks furious. But then he kind of his eyebrows furrow and he looks down at his own name tag on his chest, and he's like, "Oh God, damn it, that printer! I'm gonna have that guy court-martialed. I'm gonna have him executed."
I give him an understanding look, put a hand on his shoulder. I understand how it is having insubordinate.
Dank,
What?
how loud did you say his last name?
Loud enough that everybody should have heard me.
Oh, Narcissa is cackling in the background.
Yeah, he here, let me have him roll something actually. He corrects you. He's like, "No, actually it's Strawsome," and then he holds a hand out to shake your hand.
I shake his hand. Well,
And
that is
he
a-
electrocutes you.
Yeah, you explode.
And that's how you die. The end.
He
Damn, by social customs.
yeah, in our culture we shake hands to the death. He shakes your hand firmly. And he says, you carry yourself like a soldier, veteran of the Supremacy.
In so many words, yeah.
Yeah, he nods, and he says, and in our regiment we have a saying, once a soldier, always a soldier.
That's an apt saying.
Those are correct. Those are words.
Yeah, he says, "What brings you on board the barge?"
Well, I am currently on. Ooh, should I say that?
We're just
'Cause
hitching
out
a
of
ride.
character, we're on a mission.
We're just hitching a ride. It's not a lie.
Well, I don't have to say everything. I can just say we're headed to the dead vaults to investigate.
Yeah, he kind of looks he kind of like tilts his head. He looks kind of interested. He says, "Investigate what exactly? If you don't mind me asking."
There's been some issues with the workers collecting silk. Apparently, somebody vital hasn't responded back. We're there to investigate the cause of the problem, rescue the worker, or return the corpse.
Ah, well,
You know how
my
these things go.
my condolences being stuck with such work. Sounds quite annoying playing babysitter for traders.
Mm. It's a paycheck.
Yeah, he nods and he says, yeah, shame they can't be better at looking after themselves, huh?"
Well, that's why I make the big bucks.
Haven't heard any reports of missing traders from the dead vaults, though. Is he with Asher?
Oh, this just came in about a day ago.
Fair enough.
How's your line of work been lately?
Boring. Just the way I like it. My men, however, seem like they're just itching for action.
Sounds like they need more PT. Idleness leads to charging in unprepared.
Yeah. He nods. He says, well, we keep them running drills in their spare time. Should be enough to keep their skills from getting too rusty, but not much out here in the corridor lately. Not as many bandits caravans or a monster attack here and there, I suppose, but nothing too crazy.
Is it significantly more quiet than usual?
He says, you might say that, but I think mostly it's just because there hasn't been as much travel recently.
Yeah, I'll do it. Well, can't beat a quiet life.
So while Dank is talking this guy up, are you guys using the opportunity to try to sneak by?
Oh, 100%.
Yup.
All right. Make stealth
Whee!
rolls. You'll be heading towards this door here, which I'm assuming is still open, so it's not like it'll trigger them when you open it or whatever.
Just a loud video game door sound. Ka-chunk.
Hold, please.
Both of you.
Is it contested?
It will be contested, but they're gonna have a -1 because they're distracted, and an additional -1 for you anyway. Because I guess we should do it this way. We'll give you a +1 because you're invisible. They'll have a -1 because Dank is distracting them.
That is a total of 18.
All right.
Mine's a 16.
All right. Let me see here.
If you still wanted to add the one at the end, 19, but if not, still 18.
Roll a 12. He
Wheel.
doesn't notice. maybe he starts to face that direction as he's talking to Dank, but maybe that's when Dank says something and pulls his attention back towards him or something like that. Yeah, you both managed to sneak by. Here, I'll move you both over there.
Thanks. I was struggling.
Ooh, you're outside the map. Yeah, we see the two of you walk off through the door and vanish. We know you're going
Oh
on board
God,
your
I
ship.
see nothing but darkness.
Yeah, I disappeared your token.
Oh, darkness, my old.
You come out to like essentially like a terminal, a place where the ship is like properly connected onto this big barge. It's essentially like, think of an airplane terminal. It's probably pretty similar. But yeah, you're able to just like walk down and basically into the entrance of their ship. Roll me a D2. One,
Oh my God.
Okay. They left the door open.
Sweet.
Or at least unlocked. And yeah, you're able to walk in. So we see you like boarding their ship. What would the rest of you like to do? These guys in this room, they search. I'd say they've searched those corners. So these guys move to this corner up here, take a look around. These guys move up here, start taking a look around in that corner. And they're basically like 50-60% done searching this room. These guys up top have gone to another part of the ship where they're searching. And then you had a team go out of each of these three doors.
Which
Here.
one looks the easiest to harass?
I don't know. Probably in the room with you right now. Probably, I would assume
Apart from the captain guy.
Yeah, the easiest to harass. I would say, I don't know. Make like an insight roll. What are you looking for exactly? Like when you say easiest to harass? Like
I
somebody.
want somebody who I can like chatter at and is not going to immediately backhand me.
So you're looking for somebody who seems less confident than the others, or like
Yeah.
less.
Maury over here entering her bullying arc.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Maybe one of them in particular seems a little bit. Yeah, like less.
Professional.
Yeah.
Aggressive.
Yeah, like basically. We'll say it's like one of these. This guy. We'll say it's this guy in particular. I'll mark him with like a yellow circle.
Nurses is going to start shouting him around and basically being like, "What you doing?"
Oh, hi, Vanessa.
Yeah, he's just like, what do you think we're doing? We're searching the area. The other guy
But,
is like,
what
hey.
are you doing?
The other guy's like, hey, stop talking to him. We're busy. Are you trying to cause trouble?
I'm bored.
Okay. Yeah, the guy says, that's your boredom is not my concern. The other guy's like, oh, you're bored, huh? Well, why don't you come with us? We can show you something real exciting.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't think that's a good idea for you.
Are you trying to intimidate him?
No. Just trying to give him a solid piece of advice.
Hmm. Yeah, he says, and I don't think it's a good idea for you to be harassing our soldiers. And he points at the other guy that with the yellow dot, and he's like, "You get back to work." And you're like, he shrugs. He just like continues looking around the area. You can continue to harass him if you want. This guy is watching you now, though.
Narcissus is just gonna silently tell him, watch him peek over his shoulder kind of thing.
Yeah, you like follow him around.
Like a lost puppy dog.
All right. Yeah, the other guy is staring at you now, the whole time.
She'll like occasionally like look over her shoulder and be like, "Hi!" Like
Yeah.
just the wave, like
You-
just to piss him off.
You've effectively cut this pair's search time in half because one of them is searching under stress, basically, because he's basically was reprimanded for even talking to you. And the other guy is just focusing on watching you, thinking that you're up to something. So the other guy's like not even searching at all. He's just watching you. These guys over the top right continue to search.
I would like to work with Epsilon
Sure.
to kind of let's make this a horror movie for them.
Okay.
I'd like to like use I guess my psychological knowledge to kind of help Epsilon separate groups in the ship
Okay.
to be able to like more targeted harass them. Perhaps even get rid of a few.
All right.
It looked like an accident, though.
Oh, definitely.
So, yeah, okay. So what's your? Like, I think it makes sense what you're talking about, but like, how do you do it? You can.
So, for instance, let's say somebody is like walking past a door, and maybe the last person kind of looking into the door. I'd like direct Epsilon. Okay, now, and like a blinking light on like a piece of machinery in there kind of blinks on for a moment to catch someone's attention and potentially draw them away, that sort of thing.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we see a group of guys moving through a corridor. There's two watching left, two watching right. There's one guy staying in the middle of the corridor. They pass like a set of rooms where there's like a door open. And the team on the right, the last guy like hesitates as he sees like a light coming on in this room while the team on the left continues moving forward. He looks in the room, sees a light flick on, maybe hears a slight noise. And this is the team where they were already in the dark or whatever.
They're gonna think the barge is haunted at the end of this.
Yeah. He taps the guy in front of him on the shoulder, gestures to the door, and then walks in. So then we see like two of them break off and go into this room. The guy in the hallway watches the other pair move ahead to the next room, and they go into a different room. He's shining his light around in the hallway, and he just like his light hovers over this like deactivated robot that's just like laying in a pile, kind of up against a wall in the hallway. And we hear him his like breathing. Like it scares him. He doesn't expect there to be anything there. He sees this wreck of a robot, and he kind of like, and then he like hovers the light on it for a second, and then he just like, God, it's off.
Close the door on them.
Yeah, both of the doors where the teams went in, they both close. Then this guy like turns to look, and the doors are sealed. We we hear the guys in the rooms immediately start. We hear their hands on the door, like hitting the door.
Jam there.
Thump, 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 thump,
Yeah,
thump.
and then one guy like reaches up to like go to his radio, but then we hear like this suctioning sound. This like sound is like really quick, and then it's just like silence. And then he goes to try to like talk, but he's like can't talk. He's like he doesn't have any air. The air has been pulled out of the room. So he's just like hitting the door. So we just hear this like pounding on the door as one guy's like he's like trying to make noise in the radio, but he can't really like say anything. The guy in the hallway is like shining his light. He's hearing the pounding on the door, but he doesn't know what's going on. He can't see into the room. And then he turns back around towards the other door, and the robot pins him against the wall by the neck. And he's just like holding him there. The robot that was deactivated is not deactivated.
Oh, nice. Good idea, Epsilon.
And so, yeah, it's just like holding him there, but then it gets lifted him up off the ground a few feet, and his gun like drops to the ground. He's struggling to try to move, but this robot is just like holding him by the neck, pinning him against the wall. And he can't.
Does it feel like the robot could like end him, or is this just like a hindrance?
Oh, Epsilon's going way farther than you actually told him. He's killing all of these guys right now. Yeah.
Nice.
No, that's what I wanted. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Okay, y'all were worried about Narcissa being a bad influence on Epsilon. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah. So we just like
the true.
we just like see
The
this
true bad
guy
influence over here.
staring at this vacant like featureless face of this rusted android that's like pinned him against the wall. His face is getting red. He can't even like make a noise because his like throat is being crushed by this thing's like hands, like this metal bar of a hand pinning his neck against the wall. The guys in the rooms are just, they pound at the door for a few seconds, 30 seconds. They're also probably like panicking. So their breath doesn't last long. And then it just goes, everything goes silent. The guy that's being held up against the wall goes limp. His eyes like super bloodshot. He's like goes limp and slumps to one side as the robot just continues to hold him there. Maybe you're watching all this on a camera feed on your stab tracker.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And
just before there would be like enough time for the two that are kind of passing out to like fully get to the brain death stage, I would like tell Epsilon to open the door, because the fun part is having the survivors freak out and come back to tell the group, and then get there and realize this is all just normal stuff. Do your searching.
Wait, so you're telling him not to kill them?
Not to kill all of them.
Well, if they all have stab trackers, they check vital signs. The second these guys die, it's going to ping something.
Right.
And
so if we don't kill all of them, it looks like it was not, total bedlam.
Well, I mean, unless, their comms are jammed and their stab trackers can't report anything back.
Well, then it looks weird because the comms are jammed. Because their
Yeah,
stabs are
that
jammed.
also looks weird too.
That's true.
Let me see if
Besides, we don't need to kill them all immediately.
Let me
Right.
see if this is just one team of them. Let me see if Epsilon could,
Yeah, exactly.
could like
There's plenty that like we need to sow chaos, and this is the best way.
let me see here. Epsilon.
This is genius, and I love it.
Just curious.
Trying to see. I was that perhaps with my help or something? Although I don't know how I could have helped, actually. Never mind.
Epsilon says, I guess it would be through text, because He's trying not to like tip these guys off that you're communicating.
Yeah.
So like a message pops up on the screen that says, "Are you sure? I can mask their biosignals, make it look like they're still alive."
Heck yeah, kill him.
No, it's better
Bye.
this way.
Yeah, so yeah, you see like very well. And then like the robot lets go of the guy that's pinned against the wall. The doors open. The dudes in the room are like passed out on the floor. So is the guy that was being pinned against the wall. Like he literally lets go 1 second away from death. They're unconscious.
Oh, actually, him I wanted dead.
The guy in the hallway you wanted dead?
Yeah, with the robot.
Yeah, do you say that? So like we see them let go of the guy and he falls to the ground. And Epsilon goes, "Very well. They're all still alive."
Oh, no, I just meant keep a few of them alive.
The robot stomps on the guy's head, crushes it.
Oh my god.
Dead space is real.
And it's directed
like-
by the psychopath.
It's like a hydraulic press pressing down on this dude's skull. Like it's a
One
Yeah,
ton of
look
pressure.
at this. Look at that. That's the robot.
Yeah, you can see that in the chaos if you want, guys. Yeah.
And people were concerned this didn't belong in this group.
Yeah.
Oh, I
There
had no
we
doubt.
go.
So
I
yeah,
had
you're watching on the
absolutely zero
camera
doubts.
as this robot just stomps on this guy's head and just red goes all over the floor. It's gonna be a violence check.
It's okay.
You're not doing
I
it
actually
directly.
enjoy going down one stress.
Yeah, you're not doing it directly, so I'll lower the DC a little bit for that, even though it's quite violent. You're just watching on camera. It's not happening in front of you.
Yeah.
So I'll make it 4 dice check.
And that's contested, correct? Yes.
It is, yeah.
I will re-roll the ones because I don't want to get doubled.
Okay.
Let's see. 2d4.
Okay. 6
Hey.
6 is better than 5 for sure.
9 because that's plus the 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Still doesn't meet it, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah. All right. You just go down 1 mind step.
I am fine with this. My it's actually good for me to go down to mind step.
Right on. Yeah. Let me see how long the guys in the room are going to be passed out. About 2 hours.
Oh my god, I was just going to insanely pull a number and hour out of my ass, and it was also 2 hours.
Okay.
RNGesus does take requests.
Yeah. All right. So presumably, eventually at some point over the next few minutes, these guys are the team in here is gonna finish searching the bridge. And they're gonna move to another area of the ship to continue searching.
Once they leave, Narcissa would stop.
You don't follow them out?
I think that is a good way to get my ass beat.
All right. Let me roll a D3. If I roll a 2, they go the same direction.
Oh, I am terribly sorry. Reminder, there has to be a check against the unknown this session.
Oh, right. Oh, that was a D4. Oh, no, that was D3. Okay. Oh, gosh. So the captain of this crew, or the staff sergeant and his team, they head into the ship to look around the same direction that the team you just killed one of them. had gone. That doesn't mean they're gonna be going to the same area, but there's a chance that they might discover the body. All right. Unknown. Check against the unknown.
Yeah, I have detached from the unknown, so
Right.
at some point, unless I pay for it in points, a check against the unknown has to be made each session. It's not like 100% needed, but it's like you're highly not incentivized, but you're highly recommended to punish me for not paying.
Right. I'll try to keep that in mind.
Narcissa would wave at the one that let her tell him around, and she's gonna give a middle finger salute to the one that had been eyeing her the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because she knows with the boss right next to him, she knows there's nothing he can do.
Yeah.
Nothing but fume.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you do that. He huffs or whatever as they leave the bridge. Yeah. All right. Well, they're off searching the barge. What do you guys want to do?
I don't know. Talk to Captain Asara.
Okay. Sure. What do you say to him?
I ask if he's certain there's nothing aboard the ship that these guys could be looking for. Any contraband, anything like that.
Yeah, Ishara says, I'm as far as I know, let's see, Ishara, how I guess actually Dank, make a persuasion.
Okay.
I was about to say, how would my siren corpse be taken by them?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It is a good question. I don't know, to be honest with you. It's not what they're looking for.
But would it be considered contraband considering what the sports can do?
Yeah, it would probably, like, they would want it destroyed, if anything.
Well, if they touch it, they're gonna get infected.
Yeah. I mean, that's assuming that, like, Ishara's people haven't already destroyed it. They made all the antidote.
I said I'd get it back.
You really think they're going to give that back to you? Do you really think they're going to give that back to you?
Oh my god, you just killed Sam.
I don't think you're getting it back.
They're about to have a very upset doctor on their hands.
Yeah, that thing that we had to save your life from, yeah, we destroyed it.
Nice specimen.
I don't know if they would tell you per se, but
Well, I mean, before they leave, she's going to be like, okay, we're leaving now. I want the body back, please.
yeah, and they're gonna be like, oh, that body that we destroyed like days ago.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Dank, persuasion. Yeah, you're asking about contraband. Captain Ashara says, well, I guess I'll give him a contested check. That's only right. That's only fair. He's not gonna be super skilled in this. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong thing.
Christ.
Rolled way too many dice. That's my bad. There we go. Yeah, you definitely beat him. Yeah, he says, we carry contraband from time to time, or one of our passengers has some. Most of the stuff we have that is illegal on board is usually kept in a shielded room. Faraday cage of sorts.
Glad to hear you're smart about it. I figured as much. What's the
Yeah.
plan moving forward? They don't seem like they're really going to be too happy, even if they do find what they're looking for. I know these types.
Yeah, he nods. He says, likewise. Used to work with them. Best hope for me was gritting my teeth and hoping that we get through it. Let them do their thing. Don't want to pull the ire of the Assyrian Supremacy. Don't need that kind of attention.
Understandable.
Yeah, somebody
So what?
at one of the
You just let them
computers.
bully us around?
More like laying low.
Staying out of Captain Sharmore says more like trying to stay out of their prisons. You want to see what bullying around looks like. Do something stupid and get arrested by them and see what happens.
Hard pass.
Somebody at one of the computers nearby says, sir, we're having trouble accessing camera feeds from corridors 3 through 12. It seems like power has been deactivated in that section.
Well, we never get to print that part yet.
Yeah, he does that thing where he's like rubbing the middle of his nose between his eyes, like he's got a headache.
Check it out. See if maybe it's just a short.
Could you? That'd be great.
Yeah. This, mind keeping a lady company?
Oh, I'm about to be unsupervised.
Why?
Oh,
Why
no.
would
Touch
you
any
do
doors?
that?
He has no doors to open. He
Good.
should be okay.
There's 4 of them right here. What are you talking about?
They open themselves. We've already seen them open and close. You should be okay.
As long as
Don't
you don't open them, it should be fine.
And now I'm just picturing, because I can't see the thing anymore, just like doors on the actual map just start opening and closing.
Yeah.
Epsilon just starts
kind of
fucking
shit
with them,
I
and
would
they
be
all
doing.
just flop, 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 flop.
That's what I'm imagining in my head, because I cannot see the map.
I will definitely say if Narcissa is over by me again, I am like showing you, oh hey look, I'm getting Epsilon to do some fun things.
Yeah, he shows you a screen and
Fantastic.
there's fucking blood all over the ground. Just like a robot just standing there.
Let's check. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Oh my god.
I mean, she doesn't see the actual thing though.
yeah, like the event itself. All right, fair enough.
There's just blood, and she's seen blood before.
I am a doctor, and I am the butcher. I think I have seen blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she also technically watched Liz cut a guy, so.
think she's a little bit experienced enough to handle some blood.
Just a smidge.
I am expecting it to get hit for this, though.
Expecting what to get hit?
Me, from Narcissa,
Oh.
for being a bad influence.
She
Yeah,
just like looks at you. Like, why?
And we thought you were the most collected out of all of us.
It turns out
I
it was
am.
the whole time.
Collectively insane.
Wait, no. Enigma's the most collected. She's part of the collective.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Gotta catch 'em all, Enigma.
Oh my god.
Oh
We've
my
got
god.
far so far. I think we're doing pretty good.
Pokemon! Do-do-do-do.
Don't sing too much. Our wonderful, wonderful singing could be caught.
Oh lordy.
speaking of Enigma,
I mean, Nintendo is still pursuing Pal World, so I mean, it is possible they could go after us too.
Oh my
Christ.
god.
Enigma, Liz, I don't have a map. I don't have a map for you because I honestly wasn't expecting you to go on board their ship.
Yeah.
You gave them a Pink Panther option and you didn't expect us to take it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't see that
The
coming.
fuck?
But
You have literal invisible person and ninja Enigma. Like,
I thought maybe you would just like kill
It's
some of
too
them.
funny.
I thought maybe you just kill some of the guys on your ship. But yeah,
I mean, we might kill some of the guys on this ship. You don't
yeah,
know.
I know.
Kill
Yeah.
all of the
I mean,
guys
we've
on
already
that.
killed a few guys on this ship.
No, kill all of the
We
guys.
didn't even touch them.
That's a free ship. Free real estate.
Oh my god. We could. Oh my god.
He is right, you know.
does this mean I get to Captain Jack this shit and just go kill a bunch of people, steal a ship, and then it's mine?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you get to pick up a jar of dirt, and then you go, I got a jar of dirt.
Why does this feel like the submarine?
This is a prelude to the submarine.
We just show back up in A2, we get out of the sim, and there's just a fucking ship in the Umbra, and we're just like, and Narcissus and Dank are just sitting there like, God damn it.
And like some brand new fucking version of Enigma to that team just pops up like, hey, I got a ship. You ready? Let's go.
All right.
You know, I don't understand the music you're making, but it is pretty nice.
Oh,
Just a
lordy.
really old, dingy rubber pirate hat on Enigma's head.
Hey, Dis, does that check against the unknown have to be for you?
It does not.
Oh
Okay,
my
thank you.
Oh
god.
no.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
off.
Oh no.
All right.
That
So
Sergeant's right.
really quick,
What
I need
Eldritch monstrosity have you released?
Liz and Enigma to make stealth checks as you're like moving through their ship.
Regular or contested?
They'll be contested.
Alright.
Liz, you have a +1 because you're invisible.
Invis.
15.
That's
10?
a
Wow.
13.
I would re-roll that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna re-roll the whole thing.
Okay. 14.
17.
Oh yeah, you have an extra +3 to your roll from the.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Nah, reroll that 4.
Reroll the 4. It lowered it to a 14.
Excellent. That means I beat it now.
We
However,
win!
Here is the actual thing
It
if you
tries
wanted
Liz,
to
though.
put it somewhere.
No, because Liz has the plus.
Liz has a +3.
Oh, right.
here's the actual thing. What were you talking about?
I put the actual snapshot from the rulebook
Oh, okay.
in
Yeah,
the
sure.
table talking, just to have that info. Because it does. It doesn't say that it's has to be me, which is interesting.
It just has to be in the session.
Okay. All right. So, did both of you guys beat the 14?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you're not detected. Maybe you see a couple of them moving around on the ship. They're not looking for anything in particular though. Most of them are staying in their own bridge area, but also their ship is much smaller than the barge actually. It's got enough room for the 30 people or whatever, but it's not as big as the barge. However, you come across one section of the ship where there's these big it's almost like a med bay. However, the tech on their ship is in much better condition. It's not rusted and aged as much as the barge is. But yeah, you come through this one med bay or slash science area, and you see these big tanks. Is the only way I can really describe it. These big glass tanks with a greenish liquid in them, but you can kind of see through it. And in the tanks, a few of them have nothing in them. But one of them has this what looks like a person, kind of, but it's all shriveled and disfigured and it looks like it's grown wrong. It's still hooked up to a breathing apparatus, but it almost looks like it's suffering from some kind of horrible disease. Its limbs are growing in the wrong way, or it's got a really pronounced deformity. Let's see. I think this could trigger a test against the unknown.
Yeah, that's stressful.
As you walk by the tank, you swear you see it move.
No.
It twitches slightly. Your DC is a 14. Stress test against the unknown. For you and Enigma, I guess, since you both see this. All right.
Reroll those 4s.
All right. Spend your influence point. I will reroll the 4s. 6 plus 5 is 11. So you both go down one mind step. As you're about to exit the room, you notice another tank. The thing floating in this tank doesn't look disfigured. It's just a person. But make observation or perception checks as you pass by it.
Hold, please.
All right. It looks a lot like the staff sergeant. Maybe a bit younger.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's just floating in this tank. It's hooked up to some sort of breathing apparatus. Its eyes are closed. It doesn't seem to be moving or anything.
Since I know that we cannot be seen at this current time,
I mean,
I would.
you don't know that they can't discover you. You're hiding from them, and you've managed to elude them thus far, but I mean, for all you know, somebody could walk in this room at any minute.
Liz is going to turn and whisper to Enigma and be like, be my lookout for a second. I want to see exactly what this thing is.
All right, just try and make it quick.
And I would like to use my robotic eye to scan it,
Sure.
just to get more information on it.
Sure. Make a roll.
I do have a question.
Okay.
So I obviously have the robotic eye. Would you also allow me to use investigation at the same time, or no?
Sure. I'll tell you what
Okay.
else I'll do. I'll give you a +1 because you're using your robotic eye to analyze tech. And I'll say your robotic eye gives you a +1 to check out tech. Specifically.
+1 dice or +1 at the end?
+1 die.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll my 3s, actually. That's a lot of 3s. Would this be 44, or what would you call that?
Yeah, if you're re-rolling all your 3s, it'll be 4d4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want to re-roll the 1 too?
No, I wanted to get a savvy success at least.
I mean, you could re-roll the 1 also. It doesn't cost you any additional points to do that.
Yeah, you could have just re-rolled everything but the 4.
True.
Oh, dope. I would do that. I take that back. Let me do one more of the...
Yeah, just roll 1 more d4. It's fine.
1d4.
Okay. So you do get a savvy success. All right. So yeah, we see your eye flicker on. You scan this thing. It seems to be like a rapid growth chamber. It's connected to some other equipment. That's geared for receiving large packets of data. The fluid in there is a special nutrient high mixture. Yeah. It seems it seems to be like maybe if we're thinking like Eclipse phase, like what we were playing a couple weeks ago. Yeah, this would be like almost like a 3D printer for a body kind of thing. Like a rapid growth clone body. Like you'd send a signal to it, and then it would make a body fitting that signal. Although one of them went bad. Clearly it's not a perfected technology.
Yeah, clearly. So once the scanning is done, she will re-invisify herself and just whisper to Enigma quickly, they're trying to make clones here. They're using high tech.
Yeah,
looks clean.
The deformed one twitches again as you look over to the tank. It opens its eyes. It's not going to be able to see you, Liz. It doesn't say. You just hear it muttering, "Kill me." It's an Aliens reference.
Oh.
Alien Resurrection reference. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to notice anybody in the room in particular.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I'm half tempted to tip this over if possible or shoot it out, but that would just cause too much commotion. They should not have this.
No, they really shouldn't.
Liz is going to send a text message through the communicators to everyone who's not with us to explain what we found.
To everyone who's it's the rest of your group, basically the rest of the
Yes.
players. Okay.
Yeah, group message.
Yeah.
I also want to see if I can plug in the stab tracker to like a computer terminal or something in this room.
Yeah. Make a investigation or some sort of tech roll if you want to try to find a good place. Ooh.
Oh no, I'm re-rolling that. Absolutely not.
It's a critical failure. I don't blame you. Success.
It's another roll of threes too.
You still rolled 4 ones, but you got 1 4 in there. So
I hate it. I hate it.
That is stressful.
Yeah, it takes you a while. Maybe the weird stuff you've seen is shaking you a bit more than you realize. And so you're distracted. But yeah, you do manage to find a place that'll work.
Hearing it speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, was definitely distracted hearing it talk and ask for death. Like, that's traumatizing a little bit.
Just gurgle, gurgle.
Couldn't resist doing a reference to Alien Resurrection. Sorry. One of the worst Alien movies, but oh well.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
I don't know.
We'll
These
get
last couple
Epsilon
ones
plugged
have been
in.
pretty bad.
What'd you say, Maury?
These last couple ones have been pretty bad.
That's true, yeah. A lot of people liked the new one. What's the new one called? Crap, I can't even remember. Whatever the new one is. A lot of people are saying they liked it. Oh no, I haven't seen it. Okay. Yeah, you managed to find a place where you can connect it. You do. You connect it. You get like a progress bar pop up on your stab tracker or whatever as it fills. And once it completes, you get a confirmation from Epsilon. It's like connection complete. I now have access to their systems. Then you get a message from Epsilon that says, I've identified a braked AI on board their vessel.
Consume it.
What the fuck does that mean? Caitlin does not understand. Liz would know.
Liz, braked AI is like it's not fully it's not fully sentient, fully developed. It's very much under control. So like a braked AI means that, like, basically the best way I can explain it, it means that they've put a brake on it. They've slowed it down, meaning they've allowed it to only develop so much, not develop true sentience is the idea. So it's more
they've shackled it.
Yeah, they've shackled it, exactly. Meaning
Fantastic.
Yeah, meaning it's nothing more than just like I don't
The
know,
bottom line of AI.
like a smartphone AI, like Siri or something. Like it's pretty much just an assistant.
Would it be? I don't know if that would work.
Eat it.
I don't know if I would be able to make it sentient. I mean, I could try, but I don't know if we would have enough time for that.
Well, I mean, once we steal their ship, sure, we'll have plenty of time.
Liz wants the AI.
We could feed it the Epsilon for additional processing power.
So here's my question. Are you telling Epsilon to consume and overwrite it, or are you telling them to do nothing to the AI for right now?
If you want to keep it as a pet, Epsilon needs to leave it alone.
True.
My baby. So I would like Epsilon to leave it alone, and Liz can fiddle with it when we have time.
Yeah, the response you get back from Epsilon is basically just like, very well. It is inferior anyway.
He's grumpy.
Watch your tone, young man.
So there's still 7 people on board the ship. Are you all going to try to take them out?
That's a really good question.
I'm down.
I mean,
Yeah, Space Australia, Space Pirate.
yeah, Space pirate. Let's do it. Let's start causing some chaos.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we see like 2 soldiers on board the ship are standing in like a corridor that leads to the bridge. They haven't detected you or anything, but you're aware of their presence. They're not hiding like you. So maybe you like look out of viewfinder window into the corridor, stealthily see them there. You've already rolled stealth. They don't notice you. What do you do? What's the plan?
I would like to. Fuck, I don't know if I'll be able to knock them out with one hit.
I mean, if you have something to just like slit their throat, we both sneak up on them, we slit their throats in tandem, and hide their bodies. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that works.
You'll have to make
They'd
sure you
always
double their roll.
Their bodies out into the Taurus.
Well, that's what
Or
I
trip-
was thinking
yeah,
about
triple
too,
roll.
was like knocking them
true.
out and then yeeting them off the ship.
Remember, melee is a lot harder than shooting somebody.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
yeah,
lot harder to kill
shooting's
someone.
louder though.
Yeah,
Yes, but Liz's proficiency is hand to hand.
Yeah. You'll get an extra die because you're invisible. And Enigma, you'll get an extra die because they haven't detected you. So
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm down to make the attempt to slit some throats here.
Okay.
Try and do it quiet.
all right. So do we make a noise to like lure them over and then come up behind them, or like how are we doing this? Just so I can imagine it.
So I would assume that somebody, either one of us, like throws something small to make like a clinging noise, and that kind of lures them.
Okay. Sure. So yeah, we the cameras center on these two like guards, soldiers, whatever, and we hear like a clanging noise down the corridor. They both raise their guns. They kind of like snap to attention suddenly. They were distracted, maybe talking amongst themselves. They raise their weapon. They head towards the noise. Then we see the two of you appear behind them, attacking them in tandem at the same time. That the idea?
Yep.
All right. So remember, you guys get a +1. I'll give them a -1, because you're getting the drop on them. I'll give them another -1 because they have guns up and you're attacking them in melee. So, they're using range, so they'll get a disadvantage because of that. That'll put them down to 4 dice each. So I'll just roll twice, I guess.
Wow.
Holy shit.
And then you make your contested checks.
There you
go.
I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna re-roll my ones.
Okay.
So I got a +3 on top of that, so somebody's dead.
Yeah, the guy you're rolling against got an 11, so you doubled him, so you're at least going to bring him down 2 body steps.
Well, hang on. I'm going to spend an influence point to make the guy who rolled a 14 re-roll his 4s.
Okay. Sure. So I'm in my head canon, Enigma's rolling against my first roll, and Liz is rolling against my second roll, just because that's the order they rolled in. So
Okay.
what is your total now, Enigma?
16.
16. All right. And I'm re-rolling the 4s for the first guy. So he goes, it'll be this +2, I think. Is that right?
So he goes down to a 12.
Yeah. Okay. 12 versus 16. All right. Let me do this. This will make things a little bit easier for me, since you guys are taking on 2 of these guys. Let's do it like this. Here we go. Just easier to track it. All right. So you beat him 16-12, and then Liz, you got a total of 23.
Yes.
To his 11, so he goes down 2 body steps. This guy goes down 1 body step. All right. All right. Wounded and beaten. All right. Yeah, so Enigma, you come up behind the guy, you what weapon are you using? Enigma?
Oh god, I forgot. I don't have a knife. Shit. I do have scalpel blades though.
Okay. I mean, it functions as a knife, I guess.
Yeah, it does. It's just smaller.
Yeah.
Means more. I have to be more precise about this, which is fine.
All right. Yeah. So I think you bring it down. You basically stab the guy like in the torso. You come up behind him and drive the scalpel down into his torso. He screams, turns to fight back. And like there's a struggle ensues where you get the better of him, but he manages to push you off of him. You'll be able to jump right back on him in a second, though. Don't worry.
Excellent.
Let's see here. Liz, are you using like do you have a sword or something, right?
Yeah, I sure do.
All right. So
I have
yeah.
an inky covenant sword.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you drive the guy down to wounded. So what does it look like? I mean, he's not dead.
On it.
What? What, Dank?
Doesn't the inky sword have a plus on it?
Yeah, I think she got a plus
Plus
3.
3.
Yeah.
Ah,
So you
That's
guys
why
roll-
she has a 23 instead of just a 20.
Right.
fair.
I mean, you basically can impale the guy. It's just that it doesn't finish him off. But yeah, you seriously wound him.
Yep, so pretty much he walks past her just enough to where she impales him, kind of like through the chest area. Obviously not hitting anywhere too vital yet. And then
And then once, sorry, you cut out.
what is that? I'm sorry.
You said and then you just cut off.
Oh, and then she's gonna rip her sword out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we just see like the other guy just an invisible blade drive through his chest. Then we see the blade appear sticking out of his chest as he looks down at it, and you appearing behind him as your invisibility fades. Yep. And then the sword get drawn out of him as he yelps in pain. They both turn around to fight back at the two of you.
Okay.
So they're now going to be dropping their gun on the ground and drawing their knives. You no longer have a +1 for being hidden.
All right.
And they no longer have a -1 for it either. But yeah, I mean the fight continues. They do have a -1 for the guy being wounded, though. I think that's the way it works.
Yep.
So here is the roll for the guy fighting you, Enigma. Let me see here. He does not have a -1. And since they're both fighting a different person, I'm not going to give them the ability to help each other because it's 1v1 for both of you. So here's the guy fighting you, Enigma.
God.
Reroll those 4s.
All right. 8d4. So it'll be this +6. So he's got a 14.
Okay, and I'm gonna reroll my 1s while I'm at it.
Might as well re-roll the 2s too.
True.
True.
50-50 shot, they get better.
There you go.
Did you roll it? It's not popping up for me. Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
5d4, so it's that +4, right?
Yep, that is a 20.
20, nice. All right. Okay, I was kind of worried there for a second. Okay, so you bring that guy down to wounded.
14.
Liz. The guy fighting you has a -1 because you've seriously wounded him. You no longer have a +1, so he's gonna have 5 die total. $11. Not a very good roll. 14.
17.
17. How do you want to kill this guy?
Slice to the neck.
Yeah. You see you bring this sword around, slice his neck. Basically, halfway taking his head off as his like head falls backwards, but it's like still hanging. And blood just like gushes from his neck wound. He's very much dead before he can even scream this time. Enigma, your guy survives as you shove the scalpel blade into him again, severely wounding him. A bunch of blood spurts out onto the floor and onto your hands. He howls in pain. Recoils back from you, but still like prepares to defend himself again. Both of you can attack this guy. So either one of you can roll with a +1 because the other one is helping you.
Liz, do you want to do the
want-
honor since you have an actual sword?
Sure.
Just like shove him around until he's like right in the path for
Does he
Liz to
get
get him.
demoralized for seeing his friend's head basically get lopped off?
Well, here's the thing. Everyone needs to make a violence check for that. I was gonna wait, but it is the end of that round, so you did take a guy's fucking head off. So yeah, it's gonna be a violence check for that. I mean, cutting a dude's head halfway off is pretty violent, I would say. So I'm gonna make it a 5d4 DC.
Oh, fuck me.
You're fine?
That's not what I meant to do.
Oh, never mind. It is, yeah, it's a response to violence. You probably don't have a +3 to that.
No, I don't.
Okay, but I didn't double you. So
It was really close though.
it was close, yeah. But you do go down 1 mind step. That's your second one, right?
Yup.
That's gonna affect you, your abilities. I think you have a -1.
I love that.
Liz, yeah, you also go down another mind step affecting you. Yeah, you're both, what is it? It's not shaken. It's
Yeah,
Stirred.
is it yeah, it is
it
shaken.
is shaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciated
also
the joke,
roll.
Dank.
Yeah, it was a funny joke. So I think that means you have a penalty to all of your rolls. Let me check and make sure just in case. Where is my... I should have had this open at the start of session. I always do, and I never need it.
And then the one time you do need it, you don't have it.
Correct. All right, I know it's somewhere early on in the book. Let's see here.
I forgot how to solve this problem.
How to
Kill
solve,
people.
How to solve what problem?
The mind steps and stuff.
It recovers between scenes.
Yeah, between.
the body steps recovers 1 point between scenes also, as long as you're not wounded. If you're wounded, you have to do a special thing to recover it, like take time to heal or surgery or something along those lines. Typically,
Right.
Man, my PDF is really like working crappy right now. That's all the Asher's. It's just like not loading pages quickly at all. That's all. 1 second. Taurus. Tried doing a Control F search, but that's just not working apparently right now.
I posted the mind
There it
steps in the table talking.
Okay. Okay, stress shaken, Bergen. Okay, stress is normal, says no effect. Being shaken confers a 1 die penalty to all actions. Got you. Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Yep, no problem.
All right. All right. So this guy is wounded now. He'll have a -1. Yeah. Continue to attack him.
Yep.
Oh, you have a -1 die to that.
That she's getting a +1 help from me, so it
right.
balances out.
Because it's
Yeah.
And yours is actually a 16, right? Because of your sword?
Yep.
Yes.
Did the guy roll a stress test?
Oh,
He
yeah,
did.
yeah. He should roll a stress test too. You're right.
Yeah, suffer like the rest of us.
I mean, he's probably about to die, but still.
Still, he can die terrified.
Oh, it doubled him though.
Yeah.
Stressed.
So he actually would have had another -1 to that roll. So he would have had a 10. And you rolled a 16. I mean, you kill the guy. Like, for sure, you kill this guy.
I mean, he did just see his friend's head get almost lopped off, so
Yeah,
I mean, it's fair.
Okay. So yeah, you take down these 2 guys. Let me see if anybody heard.
I would like to re-invisify myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna start hauling these bodies into a less conspicuous place than wherever they are right now.
Quick,
Sure.
put them in the trash compactor.
Get in the trash like you know you are.
Hey, we plan
Or
on
you could do like
taking
her and Sissy like to do and take them to the kitchen.
deck them out.
Nobody heard anything.
They don't know
Yes, and
shit.
So we like
Oh my god.
we cut to the bridge, and the other 5 people are all standing around their various terminals with like headphones in or whatever, right? Like, so the noise is happening in the other room. Like, we hear like a bang as the it goes back and forth. We hear
The
like
guy-
Muffled screaming.
a muffled scream, and then it's just the sound of a guy choking on his own blood before he falls to
And then
the floor.
Cuts to the bridge. They're just chilling, listening to elevator music.
yeah.
One guy is listening to elevator music, the other one is listening to like disco and whatever.
Yeah. It's bad. I think they got too many. They got too many dice on that roll too. By the way, but it doesn't matter. They crit failed regardless.
So
right.
the thing of it is we're gonna have to figure out how to lure some out at a time.
Wouldn't that also give all of those guys a negative memory to like perception or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if they were vagabonds,
Fair enough.
they're not vagabonds.
Fair enough.
That we know of.
No, he As far as we're aware, they're not valuable.
I'll go ahead and give them the -1 to their perception.
I mean, they literally just didn't hear their poor friends screaming for their life.
Like a corridor over.
All right. So while you're figuring out what to do with the other 5, we'll cut away and we'll go back to the crew that's
I have a question
Sure.
before you do that. Do we get to go up a mind step?
No.
We are cutting to another scene.
No, it doesn't.
But we're not cutting to them.
Yeah. Like if we cut back to them and some time has passed, then sure, I would allow it. But I'm telling you right now, when we cut back to them, we're going to be jumping right back into where we left off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yes, scene is going away. It's just that, like, usually when it means scene, it means, like, time passage.
End of scene.
Yeah, it could be as little as, like, I don't know. 15.
We're just, like, cutting scene to scene at the moment. This is all
think-
still the same scene for each of us.
Think of it like a short rest in D&D. That's the best way I can explain. Like just not a long time. Yeah, it's worth a shot. Good lawyering on behalf of the players.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we cut back to the rest of you guys still in the bridge. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna step away to the restroom. I will be right back. Enjoy these beeps and boops while I'm gone.
Our own elevator music.
Yeah.
Just to note, before you leave, Relentless is going to send a quick text message that just says 2 down.
All right, fair enough.
Thank you.
I love how he literally gave us elevator music.
It's kind of a bop, though.
It's kind of a boop, though.
And I absolutely enjoy that the 2 most sneaky fucking people that we have are just fucking shit up right now.
And
Sounds
the
about
2
right.
deranged doctors are about to be alone by themselves, too.
Yep, and then our...
Alone with control of Epsilon.
And then there's Dank.
Who's also been
We
left
won't talk about Dank.
unsupervised.
Yeah, this is a terrible idea.
We split the party for optimum chaos.
Yeah.
Also, we could probably also employ Epsilon for chaos on our end.
I mean, we already had.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
That's what you're attempting to do. You just haven't gotten to the right area yet.
What's going on?
Nothing.
You heard nothing.
Okay.
Chaos.
All right. So we cut back to the rest of the crew that's still on the bridge. What are you guys doing?
Me and Disrupt are heading for the north door.
Okay. This way?
I'm getting led, apparently.
You said you'd accompany me.
I didn't know what that meant.
So you're heading the direction that the staff sergeant and his group of guys went?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going for the the cameras that went out.
Oh, yeah. Well, the cameras that went out are the ones where Disrupt killed that guy, or Epsilon killed that guy?
Yeah. I have a feeling, but yeah. Well, Narcissa has a feeling.
All right. Dank, what are you doing?
Contemplating the ramifications of our.
All right. You're not
That's going to take a while.
Yeah. Are you not going anywhere then?
You know what? Fuck it. We ball. I'm good.
All right. You're going for one of the other teams by yourself. Gotcha. Fair
We
enough.
really are just like horror movieing these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind
Except
of are.
we're the
yeah.
monsters.
Yeah. All right, let me do this. Let me copy.
That needs to be a role-playing game where you play as the
Because-
monsters in like a horror movie.
I'm sure there are games like that.
Yeah,
I
that would be
want
fun.
this.
I've seen somebody play a version of D&D where the players were the monsters.
The reverse dungeon.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't remember exactly how it was done, but I do remember that one person was playing a Grell. And if you know what a Grell is, points. But it's basically like a squid brain with a beak that flies. It's
Delicious.
It's terrifying. Yeah, but yeah, they had a whole thing where they started the campaign by attacking and killing a group of adventurers. All right. Let me see
Horrifying.
if I can get this set up right.
If Narcissa sees Dank leave, she will text him, "Be good, don't get hurt."
I'm going to be doing the hurting.
What?
I said I'd text back, I'm the one going to be doing the hurting.
Just be safe.
Okay.
And let me grab you, Dank, because we're going to be starting with you, I think. Ooh. Can I? Well, let me. There we go. Copy. And I'll paste you. Let's see. Here. Oh crap, that's the wrong token. What the shit? It didn't copy you, it copied somebody else instead. That's weird. I made triple sure I was clicking on you.
Should have made quadruple sure.
I guess so. Alright. Alright, let me bring you over to this screen, Dank.
Okay.
Make sure that this is working for you. Can you see?
No.
You can't see anything?
Nope.
I can see as you. Let me just make sure your token has vision. It does. Scroll down. You're in the bottom left.
Refreshing. Click.
Do you see anything?
Yeah. The zoom like all the way out.
Yeah, you're in the bottom left of the map. You're going down this stairwell. You should be able to see a door down there at the bottom.
This one over here.
Yeah. You're free to move around.
Just stand to the side of the door and open it. Keep down all I guess.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I want to make sure the audience can see through your eyes. You can't see through the door? What the heck?
No, I can't. It gives me like this liver.
It's the
Nothing.
lighting. Hang on, I got you. Now you can.
Oh, cool. Another door.
Yeah.
Before I open this door, I'm gonna like listen to see if I hear anything on the other side of it.
You hear the sound of rushing air as the other side of the door is outside, like on a platform on the outside of the barge. You probably hear the sound of boots on metal.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna ping Epsilon, see if they can give me coordinates.
See, you're cutting out
Guys.
really bad. I can't hardly hear you.
I'm gonna see if I can have Epsilon just like tag the enemy for me, so I can see where they are on like a mini map on my stab tracker.
All right, yeah, sure. Let's see. Holy shit. Whoa, that's way too many dice. That's why. My bad.
Didn't
my bad.
Epsilon also already disable the enemy AI?
No, because you told him not to.
Oh yeah, I told him not to eat it.
Well, yeah, you told him to do nothing to it for now. That's what he was
Fair
told. Here. That's what it should actually roll, just by the way. All right. So he more than doubles it. He almost triples it. Yeah. So you basically get a heads up display showing that on the other side of this door, there's this walkway that goes around like you basically get like a mini map HUD on your stab tracker. So you can see that on the other side of this doorway, there's like this walkway that goes around this open, sort of like a hole, but there's like a floor down below it, if that makes sense. Like 20 feet down, there's another floor. But this this goes out onto like a balcony that kind of walks around the edge of that. On the outside of the ship. There's a few other doors out there, but you can see that there's two people on the side of the platform closest to the door, but there's still, let's see, to be exact, there's still about 50 feet from the door, and they're facing away. And you have darkness advantage, because not all the lights are activated out here. There's three more guys across the this sort of like hole. The balcony walks around it, but it's a long way around. But they're about 85 feet, 90 feet from the door on the opposite side of this like walkway. To get around to the other, like for them to run to the other two guys, it's probably a couple 100 feet because they'll have to go around.
Okay. And I'm guessing like they're not going to be able to hear much over the rushing wind of the moving ship.
Yeah, I mean, it'll definitely give them a -1 or like a disadvantage to hear.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and intentionally move more stealthily to make less noise and sneak up on the two that I see.
Yeah, make a stealth roll.
Ah, come on, man.
That is a critical failure.
I'm going to re-roll that.
All right, spend an influence point to re-roll.
No.
It's a fumble. That's better.
Hey, Ramblin'.
Hey?
Are we not supposed to be seeing anything?
Yeah, you're not on this screen, so you can't actually see. You'll have to look at the stream if you want to see what's going on, probably.
Well, Maury can't either, is why I'm asking.
Yeah, it's only
none
Dank
of us
there, I
but
thought.
Dank are there.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's only Dank there.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Just wanting to make sure.
Yeah.
You'd have to watch it on the stream to actually see what I see.
Yeah, you'll have to watch it on the stream to see what is going on.
Sorry, tired brain.
You're good.
Okay. All right,
you open the door. You see these guys across the other side here. They're moving north slowly, but they're like taking steps this way.
Okay.
Let's see this guy. I'll put him. Well, they're probably a little bit more spread out. Like that. This guy's. That's fine. He can stay there, but they're moving that direction. The other two are somewhere around here. Where you see where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
And this area in the middle, this orange area, that's the hole. It drops down about 20 feet, 20, 30 feet or whatever to another platform, another room. Probably opens up down there.
Okay.
And
are the guys on the same side of the walkway as me facing my way, or
No, they're facing the opposite direction. They're sweeping north also.
Okay.
So you re-rolled the fumble again, and you gotta...
That'd be success.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So they don't spot you. They don't hear the door open.
Okay. Time for some solid snake shenanigans. Think up behind these two guys and plant some of my shape charges on them.
Okay.
I think that'll be a little hard.
Yeah, that's a pretty difficult thing to do.
Let's see here. What do I got? What would you consider this action to be?
It's not a melee attack. It's not a ranged attack because you're not throwing it.
Right.
So it might just be like a stealth action contested check. But you're planting it on them, so like they'll get a +1 to feel it. I think probably. The question is like, what does it do when it goes off? Also, like probably evaporate.
Have you seen a door get breached with explosives?
Yeah, it's gonna evaporate the
I'm
guy
going
that
to
it's
breach
on.
their chest cavities.
Yeah.
Shit. I will spend 5 influence points to make a +3 memory for, I don't know, spycraft?
Unconventional explosives.
Sure. And yeah, this is stuff that you've already got in your inventory, right?
Yeah.
Do you have like a count for how many of these you have?
After I plant these 2, I'll only have 1 left.
All right. So the idea is to plant them both at the same time on these guys. You're making a memory for an auto success.
So that they don't notice.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we see you sneak up behind them, and they're wearing pretty thick armor. So, yeah, you plant these explosives on them, and take a step back. Sure. Or they continue moving forward.
And I'm just gonna go back to the doorway I was chilling in and wait until they meet up with the other group and then detonate.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. That's the idea. All right. Yeah, because you can see their movements. So, yeah, you see. Eventually, they probably meet up somewhere around here.
What all is over there that they meet up by?
There's some lights. There's not a whole lot of like super important machinery or anything. It's kind of just like an open deck area. Most of the machinery is probably down below. I'm thinking that the hole in the middle has a platform that it raises and lowers, and right now it's lowered.
Okay.
And that's probably where like most of the equipment is. Just thinking about it, like maybe there's like a winch and stuff down there or whatever. If this is like a barge, there might be some stuff up here. But looking at the screen and the area where they're likely to meet up at, there's not like anything super important close by. Now, it still could do some damage to the ship. It's probably going to explode the lights that are nearby. There might be some like screens that just show like stats on equipment in the area. Or whatever. But nothing like super important.
Do any of them, like when I was up planting the explosives on them, did I notice any kind of grenades or anything on the people?
Oh yeah, they probably got grenades. Yeah.
Fantastic. We can state that it was just one of their pieces of equipment malfunction.
Yeah, that happens, right?
It can.
We don't know if we really have rules for how explosives work. I mean, surely it's going to kill the guys that it's on. I know there's like rules for how mimetic grenades work or whatever, but that's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
I'd say, do we have any details written on the item? Like, what does it say for the? Do we have anything written out for those explosives in particular?
Other than them just being shaped. No.
Okay. Let me look something up 1 second. So he has a 20-foot radius.
Jesus. Plus the grenades they have on them. I don't think any of them are going to make it out of this alive.
I'll give the guys who don't have the charge on them a roll to maybe take reduced damage, but they'll have a penalty to it because they're standing next to the guys, and it's not like they're ready. They're not expecting it or anything.
Right.
So it'll be like it would just be like a normal roll -1, I think. Yeah, they fumble. All right. Cool. I tell you what, we'll treat it like a ranged, like a gun attack, but it hits everybody.
Okay.
I think that's probably the best way to do it, sticking to the mechanics of the game. It'll have a +1 for the guys that the explosives are on. So it's like 75% chance they're just fucking dead, as opposed to 50% chance for the rest of the guys.
Okay.
So I guess what you can do is you can roll 5d4. They'll each get a die. And the first 2 will be for the guys that have the explosives on them. We'll add a +1 to those rolls. The other d4 are just like standard, and it's how many body steps they go down, whatever you roll.
Okay.
So that guy dies. That guy also dies. Dead. It goes down 2 body steps, wounded. And wounded. It's 1, 2. Oh, I didn't see the first 2. Okay. Hang on. Oh wait, he has a +1 anyway. So let's see. This guy, the guy with the explosives, dead. Guy with explosives on him, dead. That guy, the next guy dies. And then the last 2 go down 2 body steps. Okay. Well, there we go. So they're also like thrown back and knocked down also. As there is here, let me see if I can. Here we go. An explosion rings out. It won't let me do the explosion and all the thing.
No, I saw it.
It's not working for me on my end. All right. Oh well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So the other two guys are wounded. And crap. That fix it. There we go. All right. So they're on 1. All right. As this explosion rings out, they're thrown to the ground. There's a huge noise. Some nearby alarms start ringing as they're like struggling to get up off the ground. What do you? Oh, there the explosions just popped up on the screen for me, kind of all over the place. All right, so yeah, so they get up and there's body parts all over the place. What are you doing? What are you doing right after this happens?
Run up and finish the other two off.
Yeah, you shooting?
Yeah.
All right. From there?
No. Let's
We got like 30 movement. Treat it like D&D.
about a How far?
It's a pretty long shot.
Not really, man. Like, I've got a machine gun.
Yeah. They've also got
Alright.
cover, kind of. This ledge here.
They're standing all the way upright, right?
Well, they got knocked down from the explosion, so they're getting up. By the
Oh, they stand all the way up and then just fucking snipe them, headshot, boom.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely shoot at them. It's gonna be hard to snipe them with a machine gun, the recoil and everything. But I mean, you could be done. So who are you Who are you trying to shoot first?
I'll shoot the closest one first.
All right. So he doesn't see you yet. The other, like, assuming you kill this guy, the other guy will get to take a shot at you. But yeah, you can take a shot at him. So you wait for him to stand up. They don't see you, so you get a +1. They get a -1.
Okay. Contested?
Yeah, it's contested, yeah. Alright, so you kill that guy. He only had 1. You know, he's wounded, so no matter how much damage you do, he's dead.
Right.
The other guy steps up, takes cover behind the, like, it's almost like a railing, but I'm thinking it's just like obstruction, right? It's just a sheet of metal. And he's gonna fire back at you. He has a -. Well, I think I should have had an additional -1 because he's wounded. This guy has a -1 because he's wounded. Ooh, he shoots poorly. Yeah, you kill him. You kill him too. He fires, but he's too shaken up from the explosion and everything.
Yeah.
Bullets go wide. Yeah, the rounds go wide. You take another shot, you kill him. So yeah, you killed 5 of these guys by yourself. No problem. All right.
I go yeet their corpses off the edge of the ship after rummaging their pockets.
You're rummaging through their pockets for useful items?
Yeah, I mean, assuming... Yeah, fuck, that's going to take too much time. I need to get the hell out of here. I'm going to yeet them off the side of the ship and run.
Okay, sure.
We're just gonna kill all of these guys, aren't we?
Think so.
We just needed to split them up. That's all we were waiting for.
Yeah.
So you're throwing them off the ship entirely, right? Not down below in this middle section.
Nope, completely off the ship.
All right. Yeah, you do that. You don't have to make a roll or anything.
Cool.
All right. We'll cut back to the bridge. Let me put Dank on the GM layer here. Here we go. So he cleared that team. One team that went that way is dead. That leaves 2 teams, one including the captain, which is where Dis and Narcissa were headed. All right, let me get your screen ready, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It
The other
is
thing I would do,
15
I
till
was about to say,
midnight.
with how late it is, do we just want to hold off until next time?
Up to y'all.
I'd want to before we hold off. Though.
Yeah,
I don't know how much we can do in 15 minutes.
I would
just
say
one-
hold off.
Literal.
Yeah, I think that was a good spot to head off on.
All right.
And then we can start with Maury and Zach next time.
Yeah.
All right. I'll make a note. Two teams left, including staff sergeant. Then there was 5 people left on their ship with Liz and Enigma. Boom. All right. Let me
Cool.
get rid of the beep boops. All right. Cool. I do have a map ready for Narcissa and Dis, but we'll get to that next time. So thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure everybody takes a memory point and influence point for surviving the session, and any additional points you would get if you followed your beacon today. Congrats, Dis. You don't have to spend an extra influence point for your detachment. Yeah. Good job today, guys. I would say you guys did a good job so far. Like, it's definitely gone smoother than I expected for you.
You expected us to just run in, get ourselves killed.
Well, I didn't expect you to die by any means, but I know better than to expect
I
that.
don't know. Me and fucking Gerblin are really close to losing our shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
one, you would just get a symptom, right? Do you?
Yeah, but I already have a symptom.
Okay. Well, one more symptom won't end your character, but 2 would. Enigma, do you have any symptoms?
I do not.
Okay. So you could handle taking a symptom.
I'm not as worried.
Yeah, like things have gone really well for you guys so far, I would say. Like, it could have gone a lot less smooth. So good job. The planning and stuff has definitely worked in your favor, as well as the dice.
Yeah.
And having all those extra re-rolls that you guys have been banking is definitely helping you out too, it would seem. So
Okay.
good job. Good job. All right. So announcements, closing announcements. Guys, make sure you jump in the Discord. It is free. You can see the crazy memes these guys were posting all session. You can ask lore questions. You can ask some of our players how to help you set up your very own Vroid for your games if you want. Or you can ask me how I get maps together, or how, tips for making your own maps and stuff, down for questions. And of course, inspiration, art, and stuff like that. You can see all that stuff there too. You can head over to buymeacoffee.com/brokendank and make sure Dank has all the nos he needs to explode soldiers. Here is the link for that. If you're watching on YouTube, all these links are in the description below. You can head over to twitter.com/sketchingspace and give Enigma a follow and see all the Enigma art and stuffs and more art there. to check out the art for Cassidy Williams from our A-Team group on this game, you can head over to Instagram, TikTok, and coffee.com/Asawan's Designs or Asawan01 on X. Here's the links for that. And I think that's everything. If you probably know where to find me around the internet, if you're watching this. So it's Ramble Man TV everywhere. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for playing. Everybody have a fantastic night. We'll be back Monday with some more Force to Flesh D&D 5th edition for you guys, and we'll be back next week.
Perhaps the gonging will end.
Perhaps, although I doubt it. It may never end. It may gong forever. That is a possibility. Yeah, but good job.
And remember, always give your resident AI ideas.
Yes. So the funny thing is,
And remember, don't get caught.
yes. When you guys mentioned the pulling the air out of the room, I was like smiling so hard because I was thinking about doing that for weeks now. I've been thinking about it. So
I still love that y'all were worried that Narcissa was going to be the bad influence for Epsilon. Y'all were worried about it being Narcissa.
Yes, Dis has already taught him to kill.
And really, it was me all along.
This
right.
was sent back to the group the stuff about the cloning lab. Now these people have to die.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. And then I'm going to destroy their cloning equipment.
Right on. All right. Yeah, I know how you guys feel about clones.
Absolutely the fuck not.
All right,
The
cool.
Inky already messes with that. We don't need another group messing with it.
Yeah, where do you
They
think?
probably got it from the Inky.
Yeah,
Let's be real
exactly.
here.
Yeah, this is like.
I don't know. The Arku and the Inky don't necessarily work together. If anything, they try to avoid each other.
Also, if it was proper inky tech,
Depends
they
on the group.
formed monster in one of the tubes.
Yeah, like it's not working great. So like it's basically like it's not perfect.
Salvage tech.
Yeah, it could be Inky. Like the Inky do work with their main setup is in Asher, and like they do kind of work with the Arku military, although their whole influence is very hush hush, right? Like they're like a secret society kind of thing. So like most people don't know they exist. But yeah, like it's kind of like the CIA or something, secret intelligence mixed with like Illuminati. So it's possible that like it's Inky tech
This
that
could
they
be one of their older versions.
yeah, they like repurposed
let
it
them
and gave it
have.
to the military or something, and that's why they've got like an inferior
And then
version.
and then just like, look what we've just recently made,
Yeah.
like very sarcastically, like, no, we have perfectly working ones in our labs, but this is to keep you off our tails.
Yeah. This will keep the Assyrian Supremacy happy while we go experiment with the real cutting edge stuff that you guys don't know about, right?
Right.
Kind of thing.
Don't know about yet.
Yeah.
Until we have better stuff and give you the now old tech.
Yeah. If like
Alrighty,
some might be too dangerous, but good job today, guys. Good job, and we'll catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.
Night, guys.